everybody, happy Monday. It's Amy at Crafty Cat and I'm here to do the 50 stack challenge. Hashtag 50 stack challenge. If you're not familiar with the hashtag 50 stack challenge, it is a 25-week, I have ink all over me, I'm sorry, 25-week prompt assignment type challenge where you use a guest check. If you do not have guest checks, you can still participate. Just use a piece of paper, or some people are using envelopes, receipts, whatever you want. Just some type of base that makes sort of a tag shaped end product. Okay, so no biggie if you don't have guest checks. And then every week I'll draw 2 prompts on Monday, and that's for 2 separate guest checks. So for example, on week 1 I drew red and paint. So that's what I have, red and paint. And all you have to do is on your guest check or paper or envelope or whatever, you just use that one prompt for the guest check, and then the next guest check you use the other prompt. So red, paint. Okay, all right, so that's what we have, and I am going to show these real quick because I've had a lot of questions about the past prompts because some people are just starting and they don't know what the prompts are. So first week I drew red and paint, so those are the prompts for the first week. Just use some paint and you can use anything else that you want to use with the prompt, so it doesn't matter. So if I draw red, I don't have to use this much red, or the whole thing doesn't have to be red. I just want to use something red on the finished product. So I could just have this lady dressed in red and everything else in different colors, and that would be totally fine, if you see what I'm saying. So you could just use one little bit of it. Like for example, when I drew black, some people said black's not really my color, I don't do a lot of things with black. You could just put like a little piece of black lace or a black bow or black writing, or you know, that type of thing. It doesn't have to be the whole guest check in black. I did do mine all in black that week, but you don't have to do it like that. You just need one item in whatever the prompt is. Okay, so then the second week was blue and orange. So I drew blue and I drew orange, and this is the perfect example. I used almost exclusively those colors. So, but you don't have to do that. You could just have the orange mushroom or the orange butterfly or the blue flowers. You see what I'm saying? Okay, and then the third week was fabric. I used fabric in the background and a pocket. So there's a pocket on this guest check. So fabric and pocket. And I'm not going to show all of them every week. I'm just doing this because I had a lot of people that are just joining and they want the prompts. Okay, so fabric for 5, pocket for 6. Okay, and then 7 was lace. Lace. And on this one was vellum or tracing paper, and that's what my pocket is made out of. It's hard to tell because this particular print that I chose printed out pretty dark, and you can't really totally see that that is see-through tracing paper, but vellum or tracing paper. Okay, and then the following week was black for number 9 and index card. So I made a pocket out of an index card, and the rest of the index card that I cut off of this side, I just turned it into a little tag. And then you can see I used lots of other stuff with the index card. But so black was the color and index card. Okay. And then last Monday I drew packing paper, which is what I used to make the mushroom. I collaged packing paper all down on a master board, and then I just cut out the mushroom, and then I added some packing paper down here. So packing paper or masking paper, which is like painter's paper on the rolls that you can get at like a Home Depot or wherever. And then on this one it was crimped paper. So I have crimped paper. These have both been crimped, these background papers here. Okay, so that's what we have up to this point. So now I'm going to draw some other prompts out of my little bag. That is just a bag full of random kind of one word items. I mean, some are more than one word, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, so let's see. For number 13, we're going to have thread. We need to use thread. Something with thread on number 13. Okay, and then on number 14, let's go down to the bottom. We're going to use, corrugated cardboard. It's so crazy how I keep pulling things that are very similar to like either the last item chosen or the time before. And of course, you remember last time we had crimped paper. Corrugated cardboard is very similar, but that's what we're going with, even though there's lots. I mean, look in here, there's lots, and I keep ending up with, it's just funny because I have lots of colors and lots of random things. But anyway, 13 is thread, 14 is corrugated cardboard. All right, so I will be right back. Okay, I am back with goodies. So for number 13, we have thread. And so I've chosen, this is a piece from my Sew Fun, S-E-W, Fun digital download. It's a sewing themed digital download, obviously, but it has this little thread on one page, the little thread spool, and there's thread and needles and stuff like that, but I can't obviously fit all of it on here, but we have the spool at least, so that's fun. And I think I'll just kind of go, I kind of want to take it up higher because I want to see the number on the guest check. And I do like to see guest check. I don't like to cover my guest checks entirely because I feel like what's the point of using guest checks if you're going to cover them entirely? But I mean, everybody's got their own thing. So, I mean, it doesn't matter if you cover them entirely. That's totally fine. That's just my thing. I do the same thing with, what do you call them? Flashcards. I like to leave it so you can at least see some portion of the number or the plus or minus sign or whatever. I just think that's fun. Okay, so and I am covering just a little bit of that perforation so that hopefully my guest check will stay intact. That is one thing you always have to think of with guest checks is, you know, that perforation mark. You don't want to lose your bottom of your guest check unless you don't want it on there, of course. Okay, and then I have these bits and pieces of, this came out of a sewing, like home ec type class book, workbook. So it had samples of fabric, and then, you know, it was on a piece of paper, but I obviously have torn it apart because that's what I do. And so we're going to put that on there, but I want to ink it up a little bit too. And then I have, as you can see, my threads that we're going to stitch on. So I will pause and stitch those on so that they're good and attached. But first let's put this on with a little art glitter glue. It's a little heavy, so that's why I'm choosing art glitter glue. I'm sure the glue stick would work just fine, but okay. Oh, I need to cut my corners. And you can choose to do this as well so it looks like a tag, or leave your guest check just like it is. Doesn't matter. However you feel like doing it. Okay. And then I've chosen colors that go with the particular fabrics. So I'm just kind of going to mess them up a little bit. I'm sorry I have ink all over me. I don't know how I even did that. But I'm just going to kind of put them in, you know, with the whatever item or fabric there. And this is just right off the spool. I just wrapped it around my fingers a bit, and then, you know, I'll do this and stitch it. And I like those extra pieces like hanging out and hanging around, so I like that look. And then I have one of the ladies from that same digital, the So Fun digital. Sorry, this is really curling on me. That I just kind of fussy cut out. Oh, I wanted to kind of tuck her under there. I forgot. Burn. Totally forgot I wanted to do that, and I don't know if I can do it now because I put art glitter glue. That stuff is no joke. No, I'm gonna just have to. I just want to be able to see the coat's thread bit. Darn. Everybody's going, no, don't do it. I know, because this paper is just going to fall apart and I'm going to ruin it, huh? Because it's really old, that workbook. Oh, I think I got it enough that I should be able to make it work. Now I'm going to have to fix my thread and everything too. So there's all different ladies in that So Fun digital. And then other pages with, you know, like the thread or the measuring tape and the sewing machines and all that kind of stuff. I chose this one. She's got kind of a fall look happening. And these are kind of, I would think of as tweeds and stuff like that, fall kind of fabrics. Okay, she's on just copy paper, so she'll go down fine. I use Southworth copy paper, and I use like an ivory color. I don't use white. And it's in my Amazon Associates link, so if you are looking for it, you can find it there. Sorry, I can't seem to get her straight. Okay, and then I will put some more glue here to hold this back down. I made a mess out of that. But luckily, I think it will be fine. If I don't get all the thread stuck to me. Okay, and these I'm just gonna stitch on because I don't, they're just really hard to glue. Obviously. This is actually embroidery thread. I didn't have any brown sewing thread, but it will work. It's still thread. Okay, and then I also have this, the top of the coats thread. Do I want that on there? Yeah, I think I will. Go over the top. Okay, so that will get all stitched, but I might wait because I might want to stitch the other one too, so I will wait and stitch them at the same time. But there's my thread, so I think that one looks pretty good. I like it. So number 13 is thread, and then 14 is corrugated cardboard. I've chosen a Starbucks, you know, the little coffee, the things that wrap around your coffee cup. This is the back side, obviously. I did peel all this part off the back. Just, it gives it a little more flexibility, like you can kind of even uncorrugate it a tiny bit. Oopsie, and tear it. So, yeah, I was going to turn that into a pocket. I'm going to have to glue it onto something to turn it into a pocket. Let me just take a strip of this paper. So don't pull on yours like I did if you don't want it torn. We're just going to do a little band-aid. Oh, this one will actually work. And I'm going to put it right across there because, like I said, I want it to be a pocket, so I obviously don't want it, and there's another little tear down there I think I'll patch. I don't want it to come apart, you know. I mean, it's only going to hold this one little card. We're kind of going with a sewing theme all the way around because of the items I found are sort of sewing themed for this one too. So this is what we do as junk journalers. We take junk, and then if we mess it up, we just fix it in all manner of crazy ways, which is one of the things that I really like about junk journaling, because I feel like you can't really ruin something. I mean, I guess technically you could, and I have, and I've tossed stuff out and whatever, but for the most part, it seems there's always ways you can kind of fix things up if they've gotten a little worse for the wear. So that's the nice part. And this is Tim Holt's little picture. She's adorable. I just cut it with pinking shears. And then we have the coats again. And this is Tim Holt's thrift shop, I think it's called. It's one of his old, I don't know if you can get it anymore. I haven't looked on Amazon, but it was gifted to me. So, but I'm just going to tuck it in there to write on, so you can write on the back of it. And then this was also in that thrift shop bag of goodies. I just thought I'd put it like on there. And this is going to go on this. And this is old book page, the edging that I just stamped. That's a Tim Holtz stamp on there. So I think I'll put this. Was this going to go? I'm trying to think what else I had. I had this. I thought I had something else. Oh, I know. I was going to put a piece of this. The Tim Holtz tape. Just grab these. This is going to be very monochromatic. But that's okay. Everything doesn't have to have tons of color, because sometimes in a journal you just want a little something, and you know, you don't want to worry about it going perfectly with a color or whatever. This will go with anything, so. And I like the neutrals myself. So this is like just a little button card, it appears. I love buttons. And this will probably squinch up a little bit. I think I'll even use my stapler, my tiny tatcher. And then we got the little girl, and I was going to put some of that tape like it was holding her picture there, but I feel like it kind of needs something at the bottom too. I should probably figure that out before I glue that down, huh? Could use some bingo bits. How about that's my Bingo Bits digital download. I just love numbers, as you know if you've followed me for any amount of time, and I thought these would just be fun because you could cut them apart as much as you want, or not really at all, or whatever. They're just fun to play with. I want that kind of like that so that I have enough room for the tape. And that's going to kind of go under. I am putting quite a bit of glue on that because it's just a weird surface, kind of slick, and then also the corrugated cardboard is, you know, a little odd as well. It's all goopy. Because I did not scrimp on glue, did I? Okay, and then we'll take our, these are pretty sticky, I don't think it's going to need anything. Tape and stick it right on there. I'm going to ink that a little. Alright, so there's our pocket and our little piece of ephemera and our lovely patch job. I won't tell anybody if you don't. And this is the great part about coffee dye, is I don't even have to really do anything to the background. Although you could totally like stamp it up, all kinds of, you could put like some napkin on there if you wanted to, decoupage it on there. But sometimes it's nice to keep it simple. Thought about putting a little clip on, but I don't really know where, so. If I wouldn't have put the tape on, I guess I could have kind of made it look like it was holding on the... And I'm back to doing one with a pocket and one without, and I don't really know why I keep doing that. It's not like planned. I'm not planning to do one with a pocket and one without. It's just that's how it keeps turning up, so. Which is fine. It's great to have an extra pocket place, so. This one's going to go in here, and then I am going to go do some stitching. Is that going to, I don't know, is that going to fit now? Oh yeah, it fits. Okay. I thought, oh great. That's kind of why I didn't do any stamping on the background, is because that ends up covering it pretty good. But I'm going to go ahead and stitch around this one as well. So I'll stitch those and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back and I have stitched around and stitched on and done all those things. So you can see probably that I've gone all the way around this guest check. I added some more thread over here, just wanted some more. And then I did stitch this all down first, so you can see on the back a little bit better where I stitched. But that's my thread, check number 13 thread. And then our corrugated cardboard is our little pocket here. And I did stitch around that. I didn't go all the way around the check on this one. I just did the pocket itself. But I think it's real cute. I like it a lot. So number 14 is corrugated cardboard. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you join. You can join at any time. There's no time limit like, oh, we already started, too bad for you, you don't get to start. You can start, I mean, you could start 3 months from now and do it. It doesn't matter. You can start anytime. So just make sure if you post anywhere on social media, if you do YouTube videos or Instagram or Facebook or any of that, that you do the hashtag 50 stack challenge so that I can find you. Because if you don't label it with that hashtag and it doesn't come up for whatever reason, then I won't even know that you're posting. And I'm really trying to get everybody's videos in the playlist and all that. So please do let me know if, or you know, use the hashtag so I can find your stuff. All right, so I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and we will chat again tomorrow. Love ya. Bye.